The North Atlantic, icy, brutal, and vast, was the Vikings' highway. Their longships, sleek and deadly, braved these frigid waters from Norway to North America. But they did so with a startling vulnerability: no open fire on board. Imagine a longship plunging through freezing spray, every man soaked and shivering, yet no flame for warmth. Fire was forbidden at sea. The ships, built of tarred wood and oiled wool sails, were floating tinderboxes. A single spark could turn the vessel into an inferno, leaving the crew trapped between fire and freezing water. So the Vikings outlawed open flames, forcing themselves to survive the cold through ingenuity and sheer will. This paradox, masters of the sea yet denied its most basic comfort, defined their voyages. They became experts at enduring the cold, relying on preparation and resourcefulness. Every journey was a test of survival, not just of navigation. Their solution to the fireless cold would shape their legend, the Viking paradox, conquering the world's harshest seas without the warmth of a fire. Without fire, a Viking's first defense was his clothing, wool, rich in lanolin, from hardy northern sheep. This oily wool repelled water and insulated even when soaked, trapping warm air close to the body. Vikings layered linen or thin wool undershirts, thick wool tunics, fur-lined jackets, and wool trousers with leg wraps, accessories, wool socks, mittens, hats, and a heavy cloak protected extremities from frostbite. Every layer trapped more warmth, creating a personal shield against the cold. Function trumped fashion. Survival was the only goal. Their woolen armor was their shelter, their constant companion on the fireless sea. It was simple, effective, and essential. In the North Atlantic, wool was life. Open flames were banned, but Vikings carried a sleeping fire, glowing embers in a stone or metal box insulated with sand. These coals offered a touch of warmth and, more importantly, a quick way to start a fire on land. Upon reaching shore, the crew transformed their ship into shelter. The heavy, oiled wool sail became a tent, draped over the vessel and secured with ropes. Inside, the revived fire provided heat, cooked food, and dried clothes. Shields blocked wind, turning the ship into a communal refuge. Every part of the ship served multiple purposes: transport, shelter, protection. This adaptability was key to survival. The Vikings' ingenuity turned hardship into opportunity. Their ship was both vessel and haven. Surviving the cold demanded energy, lots of it. Vikings packed high-calorie, preserved foods, dried fish, salted meats, butter, cheese, and tallow. Fats and proteins fueled their bodies, generating heat from within. Stockfish and salted cod lasted for months, while smoked meats and hard cheese provided strength for labor. Barrels of butter and wheels of cheese were prized cargo, as was skyr, a protein-rich yogurt. Every meal was a calculated deposit in their energy bank. Their diet was simple, dense, and designed for survival. Food was more than sustenance. It was their internal fire. The right fuel kept the Viking furnace burning through the coldest nights. Enduring the fireless cold was as much mental as physical. Vikings cultivated toughness from childhood. Facing hardship as a test of character, complaining was weakness, endurance was virtue. Their sagas celebrated heroes who triumphed over nature and adversity. This mindset forged resilience and camaraderie. Every man's survival depended on the crew. Shared struggle built brotherhood. Songs and stories kept spirits high. The cold was an enemy, but the real battle was in the mind. Their culture turned suffering into pride and hardship into legend. The iron mind of the Northmen was their greatest shield. Together they faced the sea's fury, unbroken. Mental fortitude was their ultimate survival tool. The Viking story is more than history. It's a lesson in resilience and ingenuity. Their survival was built on preparation, adaptation, and mental strength. Wool, layered clothing, versatile ships, and preserved food were all carefully chosen. They used every resource to its fullest, turning sails into tents and shields into windbreaks. Their approach teaches us to prepare, adapt, and see potential in every tool. In a world of comfort, their example reminds us of the power of grit and resourcefulness. The greatest limits are often mental, not physical. When facing adversity, the Viking way is to endure, adapt, and persist. Their saga is a call to resilience in our own lives. Conquer your cold, whatever form it takes.